Where is this delay?
All right,
Oh, here we are.
on.
Started. We are now live. Hello, everyone. We're now live. Welcome. Come on in and welcome to Pittsburgh Product Camp. We can see people arriving here on the chat page. We know it's early on a Saturday morning. It's particularly early for April and I. So maybe even Mike. I don't know. I'm not real sure. But it is great to be here. Welcome to Pittsburgh Product Camp. We're going to try to start as on time as possible so we don't get behind for the day. It's nice to see some familiar names and faces popping up in the chat session. Hello, Steve Johnson. This is our third edition, and as the world has been gone crazy in 2020, our virtual edition of the Pittsburgh Product Camp. So it is wonderful that you were able to be agile and flexible and lean and all those wonderful words we associate with great product leaders. Today's edition has a little over, Mike Bauer told me, over 1,200 registrants. That's up almost 50% from our previous year. And one of the great things about having it in a venue like this is that we have folks who registered from over 47 different countries. Really amazing. So welcome if you're coming in from a different country. It is great to have you here. We try to stay true to Rich Maranoff's principles of product camps and having it on a Saturday and having it free and also doing it organically. We tried to make sure we maintained the third one, organic sessions, and we'll talk a little bit about how we did that for this special session this year. Let me just go over some numbers. 32,645. That's how many days it's been since this day, May 13th, 1931. And on May 13th, 1931, a gentleman by the name of Neil McElroy actually created what is today the modern precursor of product management. At the time, he was not politically correct. He called them brand men in his internal memo at Procter & Gamble. But it was Neil McElroy who later on went on to run NASA, influenced Hewlett and Packard as they grew their business, became the Secretary of Defense for the United States, was a professor at Stanford, that actually came up with the idea of having cross-functional ownership driven by a product that could really drive success into the marketplace from definition all the way through to commercialization. And today, I'm going to hope in some small way in Pittsburgh Product Camp, we're going to add to that body of knowledge. I know our speakers are ready, and I'm glad that all of you as you're arriving are here as well. I want to particularly thank the team. This is an all-volunteer organization. Let me repeat that, an all-volunteer organization. So we put this together through the work of a lot of individuals who care about the subject of product. And I'd like to acknowledge Corey Groen, Henry Wild, Jim Baradone, Mike Bauer, Andy Dakota, Nate Mancini, Mark Adkins, Mary Beth Green, Dan Russell, Karen Gregory, and Kate Riley. And also not mentioned on here is Brady Marchone, who is also part of the team. All the folks on this team help bring this day and have brought it for the last couple of years to you. And they do it out of the goodness of their hearts and their free time as they go out and help raise sponsorship money, help get great speakers, help organize the day. I particularly this year want to thank one individual who has put in an amazing amount of work in helping us find how we could go from a physical to a virtual world, and that's Mike Bauer. Mike is somewhat legendary in the Pittsburgh circles in product management and business leadership. And thank goodness he had the extra time this year to really help us move everything from a physical to a virtual session, do all the organization, practice sessions, everything. Mike, kudos to you, sir, and thank you so much. It wouldn't happen today without your work and effort, so thank you. I did mention we try to stay true to Rich Moronoff's principles of a good product camp. That third one is our organic sessions. Because we really couldn't figure out the voting mechanisms today, we did the voting in advance. So the sessions are already baked in. I want you to know, though, we did not do this by not listening to you. We did listen to you. Early this year, for folks who have attended past sessions, we did have voting for what you wanted to hear here today. And we broke those up into individual tracks by the patterns of the voting that happened. And those tracks you'll see today are UX and design, diversity, innovation, go-to-market, education, and career. I want to thank everybody. If you were available and did get our email and responded in the spring of this year and in the summer as we went through the voting sessions, I want you to know that this is still your unconference. And we're still trying to stay true to those principles of the product camp. By the way, these are just some of the wonderful speakers that you're going to hear from today. An amazing group of individuals. I want to thank each and every one of them. They are also doing this on a volunteer basis. And I want to thank them for contributing their time, organizing their teams, and putting everything together, their presentations. And many of them also are not in this time zone. Some, like April, are not in this country. So we want to thank you for getting up on a Saturday and being a part of our discussion. So thank you to all of our speakers. Also, I wanted to tell you that nothing happens without sponsorship. To put on events like this costs money. And I'd like to, first of all, thank Carnegie Mellon University, in particular the Master of Science in Product Management program. I want to emphasize for those who are product managers or thinking about it, yes, you can get a degree in product management. Yes, you can get a degree in product management. And Carnegie Mellon University is the first and only university to offer that, and I'm proud to be associated with that program. More importantly, I want to thank our gold sponsors, including Agile Rising, Dix, who is a founding sponsor, Pendo, and Pragmatic Institute. These organizations have been with us since the very beginning, and I want to thank Agile Rising, Dix, Pendo, and Pragmatic for their sponsorship this year in a difficult transition. We also have a number of silver sponsors. Let me please acknowledge them as well, because they make this happen as well. Philips, which has a great presence here in Pittsburgh. 280 Group, one of the premier training organizations and consulting organizations in product management. Project Brilliant, Net Health, and OpenArc. All these organizations, Philips, 280 Group, Project Brilliant, Net Health, OpenArc, I want to thank you all for being a sponsor this year. And finally, our bronze sponsors, our partners at Carnegie Mellon University, who also graduate product managers, the Integrated Innovation Institute that pulls together engineering, design, and business, Uber ATG, InStep, which is a consulting firm in product management, Valley Design, one of the premier user design organizations, our partners at Carnegie Mellon University and the School of Computer Science. We want to thank them, the #1 school in computer science in the world, our friends at Sheets, and also Tech Systems, who's come back again this year as a sponsor. Finally, we have some in-kind sponsors. These sponsors have put in other types of time and made other contributions to us. Our dear, dear, dear friends at PDMA Pittsburgh. If you're not a member of PDMA, go register, go to an event. It's a wonderful organization, not only internationally, but the Pittsburgh chapter is simply one of the best. The Tepper School of Business, Demand Metric, which is one of the leaders in providing content, information, and as well as software in product management, and also our local product tank, Pittsburgh, which is a part of the Mind the Product organization nationally and internationally. Another great organization to get involved with here locally. Finally, I want to thank the most important people, although we're not together like this picture shows, like we've been together in past years, able to give you your bag of goodies and your t-shirt and huddle together in the room in the lovely Carnegie Mellon University. we're going to be together more like we see on the right this year. And I hope that you can stay with us during the day. For those of us who are following along on the leaderboard, there are prizes for attending different sessions and meeting with all the different vendors that are sponsors. We have an amazing trade show area and career fair that we've carved out time between the speakers. Please attend those. As you attend those and download information, etc., we will be giving 10 attendees that score the most points a $100 Amazon gift card. Other vendors are also providing prizes during the day, so please make sure that you go to the trade show area during the breaks and speak to the vendors who are supporting us. You can tweet all day. We're at PGHP Camp or hashtag PGHP Camp. And so please tell people you're here. Please visit our website.